You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. All week, we are talking about the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which is a feast day that we will be celebrating tomorrow. Now, we have been looking very closely at the image of the Sacred Heart, which Jesus revealed to St. Margaret Mary over 400 years ago. We looked first at the heart of Jesus, which is where God and human beings are united. We looked at the fire that symbolizes God, the crown of thorns that encircles the heart, the wound from which flows the blood and water, the sacraments of our church, and also the cross that seems to be growing out the top of the heart that reminds us that love requires sacrifice. And today we're going to look at the final part, which is the light rays that surround the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So the first thing I want you to notice is that when we think about light, we usually think about it shining onto something, right? That this would be lit up by a light outside of it. But that's not what we see in the Sacred Heart of Jesus. We see light rays coming from it. The Sacred Heart of Jesus produces the light and sends it out into the world. Now, this makes sense because Jesus himself said, I am the light of the world. So these light rays remind us that we're only going to be able to make sense of this world we live in, of the dark times we experience, if we keep Jesus, the source of all goodness, the source of all light, with us. The light rays also remind us that Jesus was not just crucified, he rose from the dead. If you recall those stories about the resurrection, there's something different about Jesus' body. He's passing through locked doors. He's appearing and then suddenly gone. There's something different. And although we don't know all of those details, we do know that Jesus' body is changed. He is now in his resurrected form. His body has been glorified. And so this human heart that beat in his chest all through his life, it remains, but it is not the same. It has been glorified. This is a reminder for us about the rewards of trying to make our own flawed human hearts like Jesus's, of following him, of doing his work, that one day when this life is over, our bodies will also be glorified. They will be in heaven with Jesus, glorified. And so, Sprouts, let's all get excited. Let's all make some plans to celebrate the Feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus tomorrow. And let's do that by saying our prayer yet again. Oh, Jesus, make my heart like yours. Oh, Jesus, make my heart like yours. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be. We are excited to announce that our Rosary board books are finally back in stock. We have reprinted them with all sorts of amazing upgrades, a sturdier box, more vibrant pictures. If you would like to get a set for your family so that your family rosary is a little bit more inclusive of the youngest members of your family, you can find a direct link to grab your set in the notes for this podcast episode. And as a special treat, because we're so excited, we are throwing in a free copy of the Litany of Loreto with each purchase of the Rosary Board Book set.
This show is a production of the Spoke Street Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.